Well, good morning, folks. How are you? If you would be so kind as to let me know that the audio is okay. Otherwise, I won't know. Just a simple 5x5 would be great. Thank you, Chan. Thank you, Tim. Caleb, thank you. Alrighty, thank you so much for that. I'm not sure what's going on. I tried to get this space started, and it wasn't. I tried to get this space started, and it wasn't. When you try to press the button on it, or the little thing to start a space, if you ever done it, it's equivalent to pressing the post button, trying to create a post on X, and it wouldn't open up. So, sure. There we go. Talk a little bit about some things you don't know. And just want you to imagine if you met someone. G master. It's not surprising, right? It's very interesting that we sit there and it's interesting how or it's the same thing. Audience will have a mixed perception. Mixed perception. Not come away with entirely alien from that instinct. That are illustrators that will teach theology because it's meant for some people to get it. So it allows this conflict, whatever it might be, also that photograph. They garner no real attention because it's wrapped. So, sure. Staying together. Pulling out. I don't believe it. I don't ever edit it. The questions are coming in the comment section. They're coming in 5. Oh, yes. Say it's about truth. I understand a lot of it. Keep it going. I want you to are you? But they're all part of the same movement. Some are here just to entertain, not intelligent. Some of you are here just to capture the audio so that we can put on the YouTube channel. Let's talk about that. We're going to talk about concerns. There has to be some kind of secret, just some kind of mechanism, some kind of advanced. I'm getting information before you are. How could I possibly how experience finding your as the entire on social media? All of you are part of the community that leads. It leads in the most talked about, the most hot button community, the hottest concepts in trading right now. Only because it's been brought to the spotlight. The ones that's criticized, the ones that's talked down about, but they can't wrestle with. They are top tier. They're the top earners. They're also the ones that have no problem showing you how they do it. Class, yeah, truth. Roots. They're all from the record. Same concepts. Listen to the same God. when you learn that our world, our day-to-day lives, are shrouded in things that seem like free choices every day. Feel like you have choice about what you're going to do. Let's say, so, uh, circumstances might jerk you out of your comfort zone. And what you may never normally do, how you normally respond to something, some crisis, some kind of stressful event, or a good thing, a windfall, wonderful, unexpected pleasantries. And you'd like to think that you would not be emotional, or you would keep it together, but something like that happens, and all of a sudden, boom, you're experiencing something that is outside your care. Every single day, if you look for it, you'll see that everything is 100% rigged. Simulation. If you do understand that, question, reality, question, the perception of your. It's an illusion of choice. On SoundCloud, it's a way of finding people. It's kind of like a crash course, mini instant mind control. If you watch TV, which I don't watch, if you watch television, and you don't allow yourself to go into that TV show, that sports. Why don't we just simply watch the screen as it is? Why do we have that conversation? Because it's better. You know what it's like. You know what it's like if you guys are watching these games and that commentator is shut. Shut up, it wasn't that good of a player. What are you talking about? Who should have been able to do that? The referee did this and that. It's meant to get sharper. It's meant to be connected to the outcome of the results. So, here, you're saying, when you see commercials, it's a young man doing something with the product. Sometimes they even have a product, they look like a product. Look at that, wow, look at that. And the whole commercial is selling a product that handles feminine itch. Hello. Look at that. You're snickering, not food. You're not going to sell that product. Hey, this one is miserable suspension. That's a low state. That's not going to happen. You're not going to sell the product. But have her skipping down the beach, chasing after a volleyball, and that's great. Their indications are all she's being played with. Junkish. You don't see some commercial guy, miserable, but when he hates life, give me a hacksaw, I'm sick of these things, I'm cut off. We're going to give you the perception of this is description of. But the visual aid is everything's pleasant, everything's attractive, everything is. That's the whole point. A lot of people aren't old enough to remember. He was like John Wayne, Tom Selleck of horseback riding cigarette smokers. You know, one time that I went to the store, that had a hardcore box up. Rolled up in my sleeve, his eyes on the right outside. I remember he like, it is an impression. Yes, I thought all of them, every state, they all get that kind of stuff. That's primary. A good storyteller, a good producer, movie writer, screenplay, author. They're wonderful storytellers. They can build character quickly, not wasting time. And he's building a physical character. It opens you up and allows you to drop. Then, if there's various reasons for them to drop in art, so I don't know why this commercial, the jingle sounds awesome. It's in my head. I can't stop singing. How's that work? So you had a choice. Sure. Can't do that. Because they know in the first 5 seconds or less that they're clicking attention. That's always somebody someone attractive will show something that is called exotic vacations. Hey, I put your guys in media. That's my social media. That's why it's there. Because they're doing it on platforms that they themselves can profit from and not have to pay all the ad revenue to the station for this. Channels. It's more direct path to profit and marketing. That's the same thing you're experiencing. I don't care what you trade. I don't care if you're trading futures, commodities, stocks, options, crypto, forex, you name it. This is being applied to it. Just as anything else. So let's just say for me, I'm going to run this box above particular price level. Why would I have a best interest? Because I want to offboard those short sellers or bring those individuals in that break out. I want those individuals to execute. I need them to do that because I have an order book that I can push through that. Now, when I say order book, that's not the trading desk order book. It's not the trading desk. That's not even the largest. Somebody can always have to do. While prices fluctuate, you're not controlling the fluctuation, you're not controlling the flow, you're not in control of any directional movement. Retraction outside. Fast. There's no control mechanism. You don't call yourself a market maker. You have no idea what you're talking about. The firm you work for. Here's a marketing. stock price at unit price. I'm not going to. We had breakfast, which I was taking to come to here today. Yep. Some of you will never know me. You'll never know. They'll pass you by. Others, hey, aren't you that? There's something that mechanically crunches data. Whatever that is. So, if you don't know how to run a timesheet book, where you're going to go, why you're going to do it, at what time you're going to reach there. You are not informed. You are equipped at a deficit in understanding will never by your truth. When you sit in front of the charts and you're looking at your favorite computer, your favorite little mechanism, your little overlay, your lizard, your that, you're telling yourself that I have the choice to not use this and be ill-equipped and want to let it run us, or I can use this and I am able to see. In reality, those outcomes of using or not using that stuff is going to deliver the same thing from my perspective. Your asset problem. You're looking at stuff that has nothing to do with my person. All of us are talk about precedents. Why was there? Why is it literally? Why is it standing exchange? Which is created? No, what you don't have to do those things is you're going to provide the counterpart of the tricks. You are giving overflow. You're giving it. If you were interested, slope the political mountainsides, safety, What do you see that? I would want that anyway. For the folks that we want to try to win it, obviously we have to look for the people that are well known and recognized. And it's funny because when you look in trading, the industry is shown to you as sexy young people, smiling, wearing clothes that are not really white cars that aren't really owned. And they flash you this indicator system. Look at this. Tired of trading ICT concepts? Too complicated? Buy this indicator. Look at this indicator. Look at this ENA. Trust somebody that has not proven you anything. Tap in. They tap into your consciousness, your attention. I'm going to see things like that. See it. Don't think about it. You see these things that are being marketed. It's always done in truth. All sounds easy until you try it something. It tastes good when you start playing. It's amazing. It tastes like shit. It tastes like the cardboard box it was sent in. This is what I'm going to do. Sure. You're not inspired when you see other people having it. You don't really like it. It's already set in your mind. That's what you're seeking. Those are the things that you feel motivated to pursue. So you think, and you lie to yourself, that if I can watch programs, if I can watch personalities online, if I can subscribe to somebody's service that is showing this on a constant basis, showing this constantly, I am going to be inspired. And that is bullshit. That's bullshit. You're lying and you're stupid. Next time you see someone for something that's nice, a location, materialistic content, an amount of money, a result in trading, a new home, and you think, I'm saying it for this, but as soon as you feel like, yes, that's what I want, that's what I want, stop right there. What are you going to do to take that back? So, yeah. So you might not until Monday. But you're going to see something. It's going to be like all inspiring. And for a split second, your body is telling you you're being rewarded because this is a sign from the universe that it's yours. This is all it's pointing to. The stars are lining up. Numerology, perfect. Horoscope, perfect. There's a poem read last Thursday, perfectly in the script of what she was saying to you, right? Stop. Hold those things. demonstrate the point. They own it. You don't appreciate the fact that they have it and you don't have it yet. But you lie and you say, this is Father, this motivates me to work on. And all it does is remind you that you don't shit. Where do you have? Here's how long you're ever going to get there at all. Try. Respect in those split seconds, you look at these things, just like in the commercials, that's how they sell you. The people that buy into the bullshit, the people that buy into that stuff, they're perfect patrons. This is a perfect customer. They react to stimulus. They react to, they chase the trends. We're talking about right now, that's just going to go out. When that fizzles down and something else comes up, they're going to drop whatever they're doing there, boom, and chase the next thing. That's what PC Barnum meant. He said there's a sucker for me. All around you, and many times you are that sucker. This means bars. All of those things are illusions of choice. Isn't it interesting? What is social media? I mean, not even in our community, where people are posed that they did this today versus whatever did or didn't happen in ours. They're all really just looking for a place. They just want to be in the house. I'm convinced that people that talk shit about me or you all this time saying, you know what? You can each the ones. Stop talking. Ask them to take what you do. I can treat it. And if they did it right, they show profitability. With children, you start saying, wow, that is an excellent trait. They're not expecting it from me. They don't expect it from me, but the ones that haven't moved, I trust their whole argument. Because they want to wrestle. Like thumb wrestling in school, you have your buddy team that wants people out there come on and you try to wrestle with them that finish. So, right? That reward, that you can. Everybody wants to have that little bit of recognition. Yeah, I stood up for that guy. I showed them that I can trade profit outside of ICT concepts. What's that person's broadcasting? Are they broadcasting that which are so far? You know? Are they saying that their stuff is better? No. But that's what they want to think when they see when you see them posting. They know that they're not superior. They know that the concepts happen to get them something bad. That's why they're not constantly feeding concept every single day. This is what happens. This is what we use. And compare it. You don't see that anybody else. Come here after the fact of one bit longer and say, look at this, how come you price? And then wait. And wait, and wait, and wait. If they ever move on. Look at that movie and do I understand what they're I understand that human psychology seeks, it seeks attention, affirmation, comfort, acceptance. And I use that as a weapon, as a tool, as an instrument, to drive everybody to fear. Whether they're on for me, why? Because I faith. I'm a master at this. I know how to create your slang in the real life and in your charts. Because I know how your brain works. I know how your emotions are for you. He's going to say, fuck me, great.
Don't listen to anybody else. Add more right now. All the big guys tell you. I always add to my winning trades.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you do. I'm hoping you do. You're never going to accept it. You're never going to see it as for what it is because you're going to get laughed at. Are you prepared to either ignore the desires shared throughout your response? Or you're going to say, I don't care what you think. This is what I subscribe to. And it doesn't change the outcome of what you do. You have a choice. You have a choice meaning you have a choice in handling this information properly. Sure. Sharp stick. Everybody again say ICT. Ha! Look at that. Ha ha! ICT. You can get it in the group. Why? You say, I'm going to defend you when I can do it because I'm going to go around and say, things like that. I don't take care of it. Okay? So, why do you think about it? Tell me these things all the time. I don't need to say. I don't need to have any of it. And you're not really trying to get to a point to defend me. What you're trying to do is turn yourself into the main character and have a hero arc on social media so that way you can get attention. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that that's something bad, but that's some kind of inspiration for you. That's cool. That's good. Do it. That's real motivation. You be honest and say, I want to be in a position where I could pour and mock these guys like left or right every single day. But she's not. They won't recognize the big trash. They say it's fine. That's why you're never encouraged to have that perception while training, while learning. I don't teach you by showing your influence. I don't teach you by showing you things I have, had, or will have, or own. Nothing. I don't do any of this. I am a person. That doesn't mean people have encroached in my private space in my personal life. And then sure, choose one people here's something. But I've never said this is that. I mean, because I stand on the way I'm talking to you. If I need it, and if anybody else needs to sell it, if it's first, if it's start talking to you, the product itself, there are clients that I talk to. Here. So what? You're putting you in a state of mind that you feel like you have a choice. You have children. Some of them just really unbelievable. They want that to fucking finish. They want that sugar to the ammo to the ball. But I grew up with it too. They want to eat that. And you just watch somebody on TV, Dr. Phil, who I can't fucking stand it. He's no more than fucking Dr. Phil fucking possible. Because the answer is only. Because he's getting paid through bullshit. You're going to push. Well, everyone needs cereal today. So what are you going to do? As a parent, how are you going to parent in that situation? Smart parent is the choice with both outcomes, but easy because Mom, I'm Captain Crunch. Dad, I don't want this oatmeal. Okay. You're not getting Captain Crunch. You're not getting fucking frosted sugary flakes with GMO corn. You're not getting it. So you have a choice. You can have scrambled eggs and 2 slices of turkey bacon. Let's just use orange juice. Or you have a bowl of fruit. Which is it? What I want, you're not thinking Captain Crunch. What is it? You're going to pick one of those two. Why? Because the stuff they're not having what they really want. What they really want, they're saying, no, I can't reach that, so we're not that way. I got to make a decision because I'm in that decision-making mode. That's what marketing does. That's what mind control is. You have a choice. You ever seen somebody say, yeah, I'm going to wait until so-and-so does this in the marketplace. I'm going to wait for this report to come out. And they're in the trade. Yes. Yes. That's what market structure is. Everybody sees that. Everybody knows the time and the measure of reports sensitivity, time impact, accidental impact. Everybody has that information. Everybody has a timepiece, whether it be a wristwatch, their phone that keeps time, or the wall. Sadly, we don't see much of them. And you think you have a choice. You have a choice. I can wait and follow my plan and wait for that report to come out. Who knows what the market's going to do that? And then I'm going to follow my mom. Then I'm going to do something. But something's happened then where the market's going to do. Something happens. What is it? What is it? You abandon your thing. If you have trading on, you abandon it. With all of this force into a decision making. Not really. That's what this is. Some of you, the comeback story. It's a coming of age story from the foreign administration. Entrepreneurs trying to make it even more than simple. Well, every single day with this staff of mind and then yes, to the topic of your significant other trade. Satisfy your walk and trading with that instrument as it glows. He knows. She knows. Sometimes she just gives me a little cold shoulder. I gotta accept that. I'll see you past the night. When I come to trade tomorrow, she'll be more pleasant. Look, some of you to that degree, others, the really thing that was doing, you're romancing the market. You're in there before everybody else. Before the report comes out, you're in there before them. You're a form of money. It appears on social media. All short. They didn't even charge them. But X pop up on their screen, people they follow simply share. Well, I have been trying to pass a comment on it. I really have been trying to get something I could share. Stop. Don't be stop process. I don't know where to stop process. And I got kind of worried about that. Just shapes it and it works out. You know, I'll just call it, skill. Charts when you have no business looking at that. One person into enough people making slack to make a big to do about what they're doing. Chain reaction. Just random places. It's buying pressure. Always. So what happens when you but we'll ask how to consider services. So they find something to do. Something stuff. Every single day to do what is right in your eyes. So it's so well fever. You have a model that's done so well that so good you might as well just go and trade larger because this is going to be the day. So you can do that. All you have to do is see them there. Sure. As it goes, whatever that's what it is, that's what you should look for. Oh, join the crowd. Just a little bit more inside the same one that just come off the bubbles that bring down. Then I'm just going up high. I won't buy what I was going to buy originally, but I'll scale with it. And if I left two holes, Cell size. Yes. Visual, feeling, Japan. We just jump. That fear of missing out. I just want to get there and achieve it. It's already done what I was going to do. To be fear of missing out. Your solution is giving me that you don't have to straight. Challenge on you to be that consistent in being. Research strategy recognize garbage. You're so consistent, continuously doing the same thing over and over and over. Chasing price that I'm laying down. Like earlier, shots on the Facebook, you're chasing it. But you have that strength in yourself. Now you will be back. I know that you have that discomfort and you don't want to compensate for. Real price. 25 to 40 meals in one. You will not. You will feel like you're missing every bit of it. You know, the blues, see the gaps at all. That will be next year in there. You're going to be buying them. You're buying a cheap. Just like I want you to. And I'm scaling out and selling portions of money to you. Keep on going higher. It's a strong move, baby. And you finally got in there and conquered your fears. Don't ask if I follow my model, but I'm in there. Yeah, so I'm going to take price and offer it above the nearby. Huh. I know. I stop sitting there. Just right. Tag those 5 bucks. A lot of you have no idea this is going on. The green line's distribution of buying and selling interest. Little footprints, little telltale signs that I was there at work. If I get in there, do it done. We do a wonderful packaging. Pack it around Johnny Rich sheets, soft velvet, plush costumes that child feels so comfortable sitting up there whispering their desires. Your simple. Every day you draw on your charts. You tell me what you want for Christmas. Every day is Christmas because you have the thoughts and intellect of a child. It's wonderful. Tell me, scribble on your charts. Point to where your check mark is going to take you to. What you learn that from? All those Christmas stories. Summer across the room in your home. You can have just run across your charts. It's festive what it is. It looks how jolly. Your friends. And I love so much when you call your friends. Your friends encourage you to keep going, bro. Don't quit, bro. You're going to figure out the right trend line sooner or later. It's like, show. See that. You never know. You never know. That's more chance, more tributes, more mentorships, more stimulus. You never know you can. You know that was a signal from the universe. That's the confirmation you've been waiting for. It's time. Force is speaking. I'm gonna do it now. Sure. That's so something like that happens, you get on for pre-qualified credit card, $20,000. But only a fool has something like that. That's free money. It doesn't cost you anything to swipe that card. Pension food for 90% off. It's hot today. Better stock up. Never seen anybody. Most of them ever show. They don't have to teach to the masses. They don't want the public to understand. That's why the people are using these retail concepts. That's why they're not showing it. Because if they show it, they show the secrets how to use them properly. See, that's the justification why you never see anybody doing it, Johnny. That doesn't make sense. Generally, you have to get that credit card, you put more effort behind your decision. Because if you believe in yourself, you're going to max that fucking card out because you know damn well you're going to be thankful when you're on. Don't talk to your wife about what you're going to do. Don't do that. Fuck her. She don't get any credit when it works. Don't let her stay in your fucking way. That's how this works. You don't. I'm waiting for you, guys. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to have your account ready. Then I'm going to start moving the market for you. Here's the good opportunities. I'm waiting for you. Just get your account simple. Do it. Find multiple things that you can. Everybody's going to be ready. 3 or 4 months when you can get this fucking thing out, everybody's going to be ready. So don't sell it. Don't push. All that. If you see my fingerprints, or the price is going to rush it. Let's Tuesday, last 8. And you have the freedom to add script. Whatever you feel impulsive to say at that moment, do it. Because this story is your story, baby. It's your story. Nobody say, I took you there, Johnny. All of the accolades. Let me give you those candlesticks just like you want them, buddy. Next 5 minutes. You're looking at something that measures versus data. But you determine the sample set for it. You are so intelligent. You are absolutely intelligent. Think about this. The gravity of what you're able to do with these indicators. You can take the math, and crush, and contort, and bend and twist all of the data in the last 10 periods. Last 10 periods. I don't know, but you're swear as hell to know it. It's a mystery. It's an enigma. How do you know the right period to use in your important something? These settings are proof that the universe is speaking to you, Johnny. You can't find some pressure. The number of periods that you look back and you do your indicator, figure that out. The random element of buying and selling pressure, you alone, single-handedly, figure it out. Buying and selling pressure, somehow the portion of randomness escapes the conversation when you apply your indicator. I reckon you have insight. They're looking for a place to belong. They want to be a part of a community where everybody's doing it. It ain't working, but look it, we're all in it together. We're all in this together. All of the situations we have, all you have to do is take the 2 points where your trend line makes a difference. You can do that, Johnny. You figured it out. Look at this amazing family to the two of us. We are a team, a winning team. While your credit's good, you should apply for more credit cards. But you might want to stop at the winning. You might do it. All because they can one of those dependencies. Remotely by the ebb and flow of every candlestick. Because I have to change my things. I'm still going to keep price moving in a pattern that I'm going to lull you into. And you're going to believe what you think you should be doing is the only thing that makes sense. You're going to look at reasons why it shouldn't be done. You look for only those things that support your outcome and your favorite decision. All of the company produce charts. All of them. With your alters, where you sacrifice, the measure of risk, which you're doing to sacrifice that. There, take it. Turn it up. How entertaining. How entertaining that the kind of strings of your hands, your feet, and your wallet, and your bank account, and glad we keep giving it to you. So, window, lunch, breakfast, chips. You'll seek someone else. You'll seek someone that's going to promise you something. Someone's going to show you that everything you learn from all of these other people. You're going to work with all of it. First of all, yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not consistent. Nobody was just like you. Nobody is freaking out to get those redemption codes that people so you know who's going to have that day. Let's get to that. We're going to be doing this the every year. I will never run out of this. If you're the exception. Both ends of the spectrum. Drawbacks. You're the only one in. And you all seek herds, communities, health, place to belong, are wounds, public. But you have to find a place in solitude where you don't give credit to anybody else. Nobody told you to perpetrate it. Forced you to press the button. Even if you didn't pay, that's a simple problem. I don't want you. I prime you. And I use everything that I just illustrated here today in dialogue. But I allow you to use it as a tool. It's not meant to be an affliction. I tell you how the manipulation is going to take place. When the manipulation is going to take place. Where the opportunity, the entry, and the direction, the violence, the narrative. How do we do it? Somebody else say. The other is the rest of it. You work. You do. What are you doing? All the things that we do exposed are solutions. Do you feel it? See the effects of it. You can't see it. Let's go. I have given you structure for structure. Sometimes showing you. All this and just talking about it. Well, this thing right here, this is what I see happen all the time. I don't need to look at anything else. He's got too many things. I've been bogged down for the rest of my life trying to learn everything he's teaching. This is all I need right now because I'm just trying to make money. I'm not trying to be a superstar trader. I'm not trying to be ICT 2.96734 version. I'm not trying to be better than ICT's best student. I'm trying to make my ends meet. I'm trying to get my bills. Pay for my gas. I may just need some clothes. I mean, that is bigger. That's what matters to you. You're looking for that cookie cutter, that little thing that gives you clarity and trust that it will not fall victim. It will not fall victim to marketing. It will not. It will align you with it. You don't beat marketers. Don't. You can't. The only thing you can do is submit yourself and your trading to what that market wants to feel back. How? In a manner of narratively speaking. How it would. If you don't treat that, you don't think that. I don't care. How much money you say you make. There's gamblers that go out there to the casinos. They don't know the order of those cards. They don't. They have no idea what the next card's going to be. They have odds. Even a card counter knows that. But it gets them closer to an outcome statistically probable or not probable. These tools are given have demonstrated them, explained them in detail before using them. I've done that to help you stay in this game long enough to remove your natural impulses. I don't share things. I don't share cars. I don't share homes, vacation spots, vacation homes, properties. You don't see these things. And I understand when you say you think that these things are a distraction from the mundane everything, you think that these things are encouragements for you. They're inspirational to you. I know the truth. They're not inspiring you. They're not motivating you. Of course, to put that in the visual that does is they allow you to cut, to want the things that you don't have right now. Before I was rich, before I moved out of the trade, before I was a businessman, I used to read comics. They're expensive magazines to read back then. Most of the ads, and regardless of never regret, I bought a official. Yes. I'm just fucking motivated to be out here and run to a wall. I can't wait until next month's issue. The votes, the gaps that everybody. I love the visual community. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I felt like that I was going to be Eddie Murphy. I was going to be successful in trading places. It was very, very funny about trading commodities. But that movie, I remember watching it before I was learning how to trade. And was entertained by it because of the comedy aspect. But I look at it as if this is trading. Because these two old guys, they look like they were miserable shit. They're miserable. What are they doing? Manipulating people. That's what they do. That's what they do. They're greedy. They're power hungry. They love people are pleasure. We're all cons. Look, that breaks your train of thought and puts you into a state of decision. Just like marketing does. Just like commentators do during fights and sporting events. You could care less ultimately what these dudes are saying. But they're there to piss you the fuck off. Or they make you feel so good and gung-ho that you're calling the fucking movie to put your bets in. Just like the referees in the NFL. They're there to fuck everything all up. And you can't blame the teams. They get to say the good guys. And you sit your ass down on the weekends, wasting your entire rest of the time, getting pissed off, stressed out, and gambling on the outcome of a scripted event. But you don't think it's scripted. Shut up, ICT. Stick with bullshit and trading. We'll talk about sports. Betting on sports? Well, there it is. You are absolutely dangerous. You are gambling. Just like anybody going to a casino, you're gambling. You don't know the outcome. You don't know when it's set partially away. That is luck. It exists in those arenas. And trading is nothing. Long-term wealthy traders that are profitable, they don't exist. That does not exist here. That's a unicorn for fairy tales. Never, ever, ever manifest themselves. You have to have skill. You have to have risk. Lost your ass. Period. Done. I'm going to take your account. I'm going to fold you over like you're about to send your ass back. You will work this completely wrong. That's it. About trading. Allow people to lose, but there's a whole lot of fucking people against you and want to get into this. Why? Why are you trying to do something that's so statistically improbable for you to succeed in? Why are you trying to do it so badly? If 90% of people fail in the first 60 to 90 days, blow their account. Where does that information come from? External reasons that cause self. That's why you have to fix those things. lowest you've ever been. You can always think about these next down. And the highs, everybody's optimistic. My boyfriend and girlfriend, and getting married to babies. Life is going to be so grand. That's a high of my life. Before I die. Materialistic things that cost too much money to maintain to justify ownership. Inspired because you identify with where you're at. Recognize that you're in a position that you would be much better off if you could make better decisions financially, secure like others, and need not be getting rich outcome. If I could just help myself afford things, the quality of my life would greatly improve. That's what I'm talking to. Because if you can get there, you get there. Whatever you're doing to make things easy, you just multiply it with good rich now. Submitting. John. Sharon. States on false. I'm always fucking. I'm always working. I'm telling you where it's going. Not being fault me. But you have to find some kind of feeling, some kind of outward sense of responsibility. It's apart from you. He did it. He did it to me. ICT, the cult leader. I was part of the cult. I used to drink this Kool-Aid, I got smart. Yeah, and I started trading new narratives. People. I'm trying to inspire you to be realistic and responsible. I showcase things that are right out of the lecture notes. I tell you what I'm prepared for. I show you trades in between the trades that I just booked. Hello? Refuse. What are they illustrating in themselves? They're publicly bringing their weaknesses online. Because all of you are seeing. And isn't it interesting? It's almost like, no, I don't know if there's a word that is escaping me right now. It goes far beyond willful ignorance. It goes way beyond it. It's almost like it's controlled opposition, like it's increasing to a degree where they'll do anything to ignore the things that I'm laying down. Beforehand, this is what's going to happen, this is where it's going to go. And I spread it out there, like sprinkle it out to why. So that's my way of saying I don't last year. I'll say this is a Jack Frost. Once he comes. Okay, cool, man. Incredibly cool trader. That's the name of ICT. So I like to grab you by your lapels and shake your ass sometimes and say, hey, look, don't be a fucking stupid clown. Don't be an idiot. Stop listening to this extra bullshit. The extra bullshit is not what you're doing this for. Right now, we're going to be thankful that you can make your fucking mortgage payment or your rent or your car payment. And to say otherwise is a lie to yourself. It's not being responsible. Because while you're learning how to do this, your other half of you, and everybody has that darker half, is trying to undermine you. All of the pedigree that you have, there's fucking thousands of them. They're all failures. Just feel every fucking thing that you guys are trying to do. And only a few have learned how to do it. Check your legacy and your images. It's true. Everybody does that. I know I don't have a great deal of pedigree from me. And I'm not suggesting at all that I'm a hybrid. Well, they I work with a lot of my companies. Demonstration sports. Or want to say something. That's what I'm talking about. The two biggest figures that's going to come out publicly is Kenny and Bob. Ask them if they give a shit who believes what they can do, what they make, what they can spend, how they earn, how they're going to money next year. Ask them genuinely, sincerely. They're going to lie to you. Fuck out of here. I ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about any of it. And that's what I meant. Back on Wednesday. Once you're going to do this, it doesn't matter. Says what? It doesn't matter. Doubts. It doesn't matter. Everybody doubts you right now. You ain't looking at it. You gotta wrestle through all that bullshit and I can't fix it. Nobody fixes it but you. Jeff, I don't know. Those 20-year-olds today, and let me say this, 35 and under. 35 and under, you all have this gross disproportionate spirit of entitlement. It should get into you fast, easy, without hardships. It should be straight to the point, flawless in delivery, and you should work first try. That's what they cultivate. That's what they've done. And you can't even see it because generations before you, we recognize that this shit is going on. But because you're stupid and you're young, like I was, like everybody else is listening, we all were young before, impressionable. And technology made it seem like, well, this guy's an old boomer. I'm not a boomer. It's the best set of reason there ever was. So all every aspect of entertainment, movies, music, books, you're building up this pillars in our community as people looking up to jobs. It's like it's every industry, not about trading, but it can be that. And I want you to think it's just a minute for a second. Think. Really think about it. I think we are really best things in life. Self identifying spheres and tracks. Careless, oriented. I believe that was the best way to pretty much try to do us. I need to I have a whole lot more numbers on me, a whole lot more hands because they need to be. I don't need to spend millions of dollars on food. I got $1 million to spend. I don't need to do that. I talk in a language that's right down to whatever needs to do. No matter who you are, from whatever walk of life you come from, when you listen to me and I'm talking about how to fix yourself the best way you can internally. Can't do it with me giving you this, and I'm going to tell you a certain thing, and it fixes it for you. You have to identify all these things that's going on inside of you. When you will fall victim to the marketing, you're going to be in there thinking you're doing something, the comeback story, montage music playing in the background. Convincing yourself all along what you're doing is going to be the best fucking thing that social media sees this week. I just got to get through it because I'm going to post it and everybody's going to fall out. We're all going to shit bricks. That's what you think. That's exactly what you're starting every Monday's trading with. Okay, Sunday, you can't wait till the market opens up. But you know, what's going to happen. It's done. It's settled, boys. I get on. So I fixed all the things that I was doing underneath spin. And I just fuzzy one, exciting, if it works in my favorite stuff, I had a whole lot more artillery that was beating me up and shooting myself down. That doesn't scratch the surface. That's in the color, doesn't scratch the surface. All the self-help books out there doesn't scratch the surface. What gets you so hot up on the cause that you can't ever be brought down what you're feeling with that? What gets you there? What takes the wind out of yourself? Oh, shit. Don't let anybody talk to me. Don't even text me. Don't even turn a light on. I was sitting in the darkness with headphones on, no scans, and it's listening to nothing. What makes you feel like that? What is your balance? That's your secret weapon for you to discover where in life do you find balance. For some of you, you're going to be really, really sick to your stomach when you realize that trading is one of the biggest things that causes imbalance. And it's your opportunity. What makes it sufferable? Because you want it to work in your hands, you want to make money with it, but you're trying to force it because you need money now. You talk shit, you work checks that your ass can't cover. I'm going to prove this, I'm going to show this, I'm going to buy this in front of that person. I'm going to win him and go back. I had a deadline. I had to be approved. Approved. After making moves. I got shot. Guess I was going to camp. Guess I was going back to the credit card. I was in a position that most people are in. Charging. You're in panic mode instead of stopping. Stop. Why is that so wrong? Why is it so wrong? Just stand still for it. With my one next up here. The Carson. The thing's not on my one. Fucking. I'm studying away from charts. It's how you say it. How you spend your time away from charts exactly how you spend time. It's responsible. Are you always looking for the worst in the situation? Are you always looking for the high? Always looking for the adventures, all the upsides, never any. No one makes a good use of the habit of insurance. That's the insurance plan of your trading. How you manage risk. And you pay good money for it when you use it. Whatever you're risking on the time. So you're not walking down at risk. This is what I'm putting on my mind. Are you ensuring your rockstar trader that has realistic expectation that they're working down and a model that is proven effective in their own hands, not just for the last 3 days, not separately, not just another play? Or are you backing Johnny Company, the daredevil, who always shows up at the show drunk, inebriated, on painkillers every time he tries to do the same effect and close it? That's who you're insuring. 99% of you, that's who you are insuring with your risk management, because you're trading too big, too many contracts, too many lots and forex, too many markets. You trade too frequently. In the 70s, there's a guy called Evil Knievel. I love this guy. Man, this guy can jump anything. He's afraid of nothing. He needs to have his little toys. He pops it and spin his finger real fast. All of a sudden, it shoots off the motor. Run the ring, go ranks and shit and get off. They were my childhood Superman. Okay, before I understood Spider-Man and all other people. These guys were real people. And learned that evil was constantly fucking being hated, literally being in their body. Hated. Took painkillers all the time, all the time. And the only thing that made me feel good was while he was doing that, to lead up to prove to the crowd that he's going to push the limits. He's going to push the fucking limits. No one's going to jump as high and as far as many cars or everything he was trying to jump over. No one's going to do that. There might be people out there jumping with their cars and the rest of it. What's this? This guy's a daredevil. But nobody was touching the shit that he was doing. Nobody was doing that shit. That thing. So for a moment, the times that his stunts worked out, he was amazing. But as a little boy, I didn't look at the times he didn't complete his jumps and wrecked and hurt himself. Did for another special presentation to do something. Because I didn't want to look at my hero's weaknesses. It's like fans of Superman. You know he's got a weakness. It's mostly first and kryptonite. But they pretend to think this. Well, what's the picture of the shit up? They want a hero. They want a hero. And some of you are building that hero idea of yourself. And I'm just trying to tell you, there's always kryptonite. All the crushing pressure of other people giving judgment. You know, if this guy, you don't say it's that guy. You don't make as much as this. You can make this many trades in such a short time and build it to a record level. Take all that stuff. Get shot right in the eyeball and watch it bounce off and don't even blink. Not a problem at all. But let your wife tell you, wow, this stuff isn't working, is it? She just shoves kryptonite right up your ass. Please, flush you. Okay, you're done. Done. Good. Some of you. He said, fuck you, going to something I'm not trading. I mean, you're trading, fuck. I'm just celebrating. I'm not saying that excuse. I'm saying that you need to remove any invitation for your learning as a trader, you're actually trading, and even when you start making money consistently, it's none of their business. Well, that's how far you're going to take it. You're welcome to go with my power or something else. But what I'm saying is, for a trader to operate in a state of devoid of all emotion, don't invite anybody else in. I don't care about your trades. I can't spend your money. You want me to be honest with you? When we show you your trades, I'm not going to go, oh yeah! Woo! It's fucking Miller time, boys. I've been there. I know what it's like. It's for you. It's for you to log that. If the results don't if you don't see it, you can't recognize that. You can't recognize that as progress and as a there's something broken. Deal with it. To be honest with you, I'm not sure outside of God, I don't know how that is. And that's why some people take substances and they use them. You're going to take making money and risking money and use that to fill that because you won't get that sensation of people to be and never got satisfaction. And anything outside of taking high risk stunts, the adrenaline rush of all that stuff, it dulled all this body treatment. I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. When I'm out there driving, I'm out there now driving very docile. I don't drive reckless. I don't drive speeding around. I'm just driving the whole week. Okay. Sometimes a motherfucker rolls up on me and does some dumb shit, runs his mouth or thinks I did something, or I'm not going fast enough, going to the right hand lane. Rolls up on me, gives me a finger. Immediately, I got back problems. In 10 seconds, fucking flat. My back ain't fucking hurting. I'm fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can rip this guy's fucking out. I'm not feeling anything. Yeah, I did. I understand it means one thing. I understand that. But I also know, and smart enough there, that that shit turns off. And then I had excruciating pain that keeps me immobile for several days. So, yeah, adrenaline rush works to some degree, but after that, right. It's the same thing that's happening in trading. Oh man, look at this. This market's getting ready to move. ICT was talking about this. Oh shit, I'm in there. I'll give you 15 contracts like the time. 15? All right, baby. 15 fucking contracts. We're in it. Stop. And you just pop up. Going, okay, it's going to work out. And you're using that adrenaline to dull the pain that's really in the presence of you doing that trade. It's happening right now. If you weren't so goofed up on adrenaline, you would feel that this is actually. If I take a loss of this degree of leverage, this is going to hurt a lot. And a lot of you don't even realize that you do those things and you fall victim to marketing. A lot of you have discovered that that first part of the run, don't ever take that. You can get a institutional entry drill at minimum. No, I'd say preferably. You need a rebalance, institutional entry drill, fair value gap, order block, or self-liquidity of running something. Those things are always potentials. As soon as the price starts running, if I didn't already get in, I'm not thinking, oh shit! Tom, where are you at? Bring me a dog and kick this motherfucker. I said, not what I'm doing. I'm not losing money. I'm not putting this through my other way. Here. So now I have to take the next best thing. There's no reserves. You only try to get the evidence. If someone buys the seat for you and the price goes higher or lower from there, you miss it. Very, very, very good. Is there one of the deliveries for the best entry? That's why it's the best entry. Not the best entry, it's full. So I've given you tools, not all of my tools, but I've given you a great deal of tools that afford you no reason for you to go ape shit about missing the initial entry of best case entry. There's lots of ways to get into a move, and it still be a discount when it's a bullish scenario or a premium on expenditure. I've given you tools to never to chase price or fall victim to fears. I've taught you the boring tenets of sound fundamentals. Risk is small, finding consistency over great deal number of trades in lower time frames because trading lower time frames frequently and profitably with a very small risk. If you can do 10 for 10 in NASDAQ on a 15-second chart, and you can do, say, 100 executions over a month, you're above 60% in terms of being profitable, that's a huge accomplishment. Because if you listen to everybody else, every time they can carry out there that has a name or title that belongs to some kind of bullshit, golden this or nothing else, marketing or that. Lower time frame intraday charts are always still great. Okay, well, what happens? What's it mean for you? What the fuck does it mean for you, man? Okay, when you are actually going out there, more times than not, profiting, scalping, getting in at a very low or very near a high, and riding it 10 hands next to no drawdown. Boom, boom, just fires off. It's like fucking candy link for you. What do you think about the people that say that intraday charts are voice? If you're able to do that, do these fucking people's opinion matter anymore? No. It doesn't matter that they're part of a fucking firm that's cheating their system too. Spoofing shit. So you have to discern how you're going to react. Are you going to be a hero worshiper? Or are you going to be a lover of him? Whoever's the bad guy right now, shit, I love them. I love them. You're a weak person like that because nobody's winning. So the point is this. I know, I said that's important. It's not a bright thing, it's a statement of fact. I just want you to think about how you bring all your problems and you fall victim to market making because you bring these problems in. You're trying to be a hero without any skill set or mutant powers. That's risk management and a model that works. That's what makes you a superhero. Your superpowers is your adherence to your model and sound risk management. Spider-Man ain't so fucking Spider-Man if he doesn't have the ability to clean the walls and shoot webs. If he's wearing a costume, you think he's Spider-Man, and that's what you're seeing in the charts. You know, shit, I'm Peter Parker, stepping in my system, here, the follow my system of treatment. It's across here, support systems, this level here, and I'm trying to trying to swoop all down. But if you made that Spider-Man power, you're just fucking boy in pajamas. Got to fall off a building to get wrecked. That's the reality of it. But you're going to allow yourself to say, you're a wrestler, baby. You're going to feel like you are experiencing everything. So you have to know who you are. And you make who you are as a trader before you start trading real money. You make that. But Peter Parker, you got different player. The next fucking day, he's climbing fucking walls. You see, with you, you're not following the sound risk. The sound risk management money that's in the model. So you're climbing the fucking walls because you're losing your mind. You don't have the ability to clean and get any fights. You're just climbing walls in frustration. If you're doing a lot of Peter Parker shit, but not getting any of that Spider-Man risk. I don't know, it sounded fucking cool, didn't it? Because I swear, it's not as just really damn. I didn't think I don't know where it comes from. I genuinely don't know. So, I guess what I'm getting at here in the course of this part of the job is on here. When's the 9:30 candlestick the first day that ICT? You can take inventory. You can think about what you're witnessing, how it works in my hands and in my students' hands. You're not the basic fucking hero designing an anti hero. I'm not someone to look up to and don't do that. Because I find what I do as the ICT character sometimes false. But I do it because it gets a train wreck crowd watching and talking. And that's how I mastered the art of advertising without paying for it. I use this book because I understand how mind control works. Oh, see, he's proving he's correlated. Okay, whatever. That's how you see it. That's your perception of it. Your perception, whether it's in agreement with that you or someone else or opposed to it, doesn't matter. I want your opinion to be emotionally anchored because then you're going to talk about what it is I'm teaching, and it's going to find its way to people that are looking for that very thing. And it always finds its right mark. Always. I never miss. Every student that's going to be a student of mine always finds me. Always. And I didn't show up with a door. I didn't show up and say, hey, look at this. I was noticing you're over here in this other person's community. Let me draw you over and put you to my website, to my website. I don't need to do that. But they all come to my code, my community, to harvest, to try to keep your attention to go look at what they're doing. If they what they were doing was so good, it wouldn't be from nothing in money. This is wrong here. You walked into the wrong fucking neighborhood here. This is the wrong fucking term. Because here, nobody buys mentorships. Nobody buys signals. Nobody does bullshit on Instagram, TikTok or shit. People that are here, they have a attention span beyond the man. They want to learn. They want to understand how they can better at this. What procedures, what protocols, what type of identification markers can I place on myself with personality disorders, character flaws, impulsiveness, impatience, gambling tendencies? That's what a real educator in trading is going to talk about. And they're not fun. I wish I didn't have to talk about these things, but I had to think through this shit too. And every profitable trader does this, whether they want to fucking admit it or not, they do it. They go through it in accounts. So now to get to the part you want to know the 9:30 candlestick at Eastern time zone knows range. When is that allowed to be the first of the pivot? Now, if you listen, I'll talk about this. Say that my son, they would know experience when you use it, but when you if you look at your 1 minute chart, put it on Reddit Trader. You're going to see how we opened up above relative equal highs. Sure. So, right now to open range section like there. Because we open above relative equal highs, down your trading average. See, you don't recognize that there because you're looking at electronic trading average where price is going all around them, up and down and down. But you have to allow price to look at regular trading average after 9:30. So if you can see how we're approaching the opening bell at 9:31. After several highs were swept, once electronic trading was there, you can see even those highs that were formed electronic trading markets. Some of you are like, okay, I can see. That's fantastic. But it's not interactive. If you go above relative equal highs, sell off. And it creates that as a potential fair value. Then I'm going to treat it as such. But you have to refer to regular trading hours. It doesn't matter if you trade up and down above or relative equal highs that are trading hours. During electronic trading hours, during pre-session, 7:30. But it's further likely when you see electronic trading hours taking out the short-term highs. And I went into gotcha. And I get that. You respond to what's going on. Jack Rothy. So if we open above relative equal highs at 9:30 and we create a big candle, and if it looks like it at 9:31's opening and it's settling, then you know that that's going to be the first fair value. So what we can target is managing the relative equal highs formation. Also have already experienced a move above it in the electronic trading. And then experience will guide you